Hello and welcome to Trentham Gardens on the outskirts of Stoke-on-Trent. Today the Tour of Britain breaches the halfway point and Mark Cavendish has suddenly found himself in the race lead. But here's the question, and it's not a particularly complex one: for how much longer? Atrocious weather almost all day as the peloton, wrapped up for the worst, got exactly what they prepared for: a deluge. 6 men got away with the almost entirely unsurprising news that Christian Haas was among them. That's 3 breakaways in 4 stages. He rode out every KOM win and now takes a significant lead. As Blackpool approached, he and Nicholas Gustafsson dropped out, and the rest were finally caught as well. Team Sky and Endura ripped a 3.5-minute gap into the peloton and brought the race onto the promenade for the big sprinters finale.
But now look at these staying head to head as they look for the line. It's the Australia on the left, but on the line it is Cavendish again. Mark Cavendish takes it right on the line.
Cavendish leads courtesy of his time bonus at the end. 6 seconds his advantage over Leigh Howard. 14 seconds then to Van Poppel and Luke Rowe in 4th and 5th. Sepp Vanmarcke is at 26 seconds in 8th place.
Resplendent in the IG gold jersey. Any plans on trying to keep this all the way to the end?
We'll see what we can do, see if we can control it. The guys are up for controlling it. It's not easy, but I'm feeling better every day. We'd like to win it for the team. We've got other GC goals, and I'd kind of like to wear the world's jersey, you know, before I have to give it back. But we'll see what happens.
Mark feels pretty confident he can win this race if we can control it. So, you know, that's the goal. We'll try and win again with Mark today, but we've still got a few there in the wings, like myself and Luke. So, yeah, just keep doing what we've been doing, really.
Well, I'm delighted to say that those howling gale force winds that nearly whipped us off the promenade and straight into the Irish Sea have completely abated, and the sun is, well, trying to peep out here in Stoke-on-Trent. Matt, that stage yesterday, seen as a whole from Team Sky, was probably their most complete performance to date, wasn't it?
It certainly was. You obviously had the breakaway that took several minutes, and then obviously Team Sky joined Orica to bring the break back. What they then did was put the entire race in the gutter in a really difficult crosswind section and blew the race apart, basically. And obviously they then took Mark Cavendish back onto the prom, led out with only 25 riders left, and they're the only guys that could hold the wheels to set up Mark for another spectacular stage win.
And it's not easy to do. It's only a 6-man team, unlike, you know, if you've been watching the Tour de France, they have 9 men, so it's slightly different. But within those 6 men, they have clearly defined roles, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do. You've got obviously Bernie Eisel will look after Mark Cavendish. He's his wingman and has been for, I think, the entire time Mark's career since he was back in telecom. Then obviously you've got young Luke Rowe, who's already worn the jersey. He'll be there just to help out when he can, but obviously ends up in the golden jersey this year. And then of course you've got Jez Hunt, Christian Knees. They're the big motors, the engines of the team. They're the kind of guys that you see on the front day in, day out, just driving the bunch along. Then of course you've got the 2 superstars. You've got Cav and you've got Bradley. So yeah, a really deep, well-rounded team.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well that's demystified something for us, and here's another bit of demystification. You may have noticed that there is a blue jersey in the middle of the peloton. It's the points jersey, and if you don't fully understand what that's all about, well, this might help. UnitedHealthcare's Boy Van Poppel has been leading this classification since the beginning of stage 2, although he did loan it out temporarily to Russ Downing on the day that he took the race lead. Well, this gentleman is Damien Duggan, who's paying for the jersey. Actually, he's the sponsor, so you should understand it. What is the points competition all about?
Yeah, essentially it's quite straightforward, really. It's for the most consistent rider, stage riders every day. Basically, the riders first through the 15th accumulate points, so the first rider home gets 15 points, and obviously the 15th rider gets 1 point. So the most consistent riders over the course of the event, wins the overall points jersey. So you're being rewarded for being there or thereabouts every single day, and that's harder than it sounds, isn't it, to be on it every day and placing highly? Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you know, it's so competitive. There's always, you know, so much tactics involved. People are trying to get out into breaks. I mean, if you can get home ahead of your competitors and keep them out of the top 15, you accumulate, you know, 15 points. So trying to bring your form day in, day out is you know, it's a difficult task for sure. And who's wearing it this morning? It's one of our favourite riders on this year's Tours. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Boy Van Poppel is winning ahead, but I mean, Cavendish is hot on his heels, so yeah, it could go anyway for sure. Could change hands. Let's have a look. Just show us what it looks like. There you go.